First, we're going to talk about how spool pins act. The odd-looking pin here in the fourth chamber, with the material missing out of the middle of it, is a spool pin. I've removed the back two chambers just so we can focus on what happens when the spool hits. So apply counterclockwise tension and pick through the lock. Because there's so much material missing from it, my expectation is that the fourth pin will be the last pin to set. There's the third, there's the second, and there's the first. Now, we just had a dramatic movement out of the plug. In fact, I want to illustrate that again, so I'm just going to reset, and we're going to pick through one more time. So that was 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, oops, 2, 1. And the plug moved dramatically. You can see this lip here. What's happened is the middle section of the spool is now caught on the shear line. To discover that in the lock when we can't see, we have to feel our way through, pushing up on a pin, pushing up on a pin, pushing up on a pin, until we feel a pin that as we lift up on it, it pushes the plug back in the opposite direction. That's the bottom portion of the spool moving up above the shear line. Once it crests it, just like that, hopefully the lock will turn free for you. There's always the chance that the bottom of the spool is going to be too thick and you might drop another pin, but as long as that spool is set, it'll be easy to set the final pins. Once again, I've taken the liberty of clearing out the fifth and sixth chambers so that we can focus on the security pin in the fourth chamber. This is a serrated pin, and it's in even a different color than the other driver pins, so you can see it very clearly. At the bottom of the serrated pin, there are a series of small cuts around the circumference of the pin. Those small cuts can get caught on the shear line as we're picking. For this pick, I'm going to go ahead and use a clockwise tension with our top tension wrench. I'm going to start with the DeForest diamond, but we're going to switch off to a different tool once it comes time to work on the serrated pin. Unlike spool pins, serrated pins can set at any point in the process of picking. Their binding order will be just as different as any of the no-run driver pins in the rest of your lock. So it looks like we got the second, first pin setting there, third just a little bit, and there. Right now, the serrated pin is caught on its top serration, and there's already a separation of the pins. Discovering a serrated pin can be very difficult, but if you feel like you've picked a lock, and when you go through, you can feel all of the pins and they're all moving freely, none of them under spring pressure, then you may well be caught on a serrated pin. I now am going to move in there with my half diamond. I'm testing to find the pin. I'm actually going to apply a lighter tension when it comes time to... Oh, and that now is giving me a lot of resistance, but I can feel just a little give, so I'm going to lighten up dramatically on the tension now, hook in front of this pin and move forward in the lock. Very light tension, and there's one click, but we're not free yet. Very light tension moving forward, letting the pin ride up the slope of that diamond. Very light tension. Oop, and there's the next one. And we're open. Serrated pins can be incredibly tricky to pick and take a lot of patience and can even be difficult to find.